Hey guys, this is Shannon from Skip to My Life. On today's episode, I'll show you how to give your small space big style for spring. Let's get going. If you love to live an upscale lifestyle on a downsized budget, I am here for you at Skip to My Life. My husband and I recently downsized from a 6-bedroom McMansion to a tiny 3-bedroom love cottage after our kids were grown and flown. So I'm going to teach you some of the decor tricks that I've learned to freshen up even a small space on a budget. I have owned these 3D cake molds for quite a while, and this year I just decided I was not interested in making these cakes. You can find these types of cake molds very easily at your thrift store, so don't spend a lot of money on them. But instead of slaving over the stove this year, I decided to use them as a cute decor piece. And all that you'll need to do is tie a beautiful little springtime bow with some florals attached. If you don't know how to tie a bow like this, no worries. I have attached my bow making tutorial in the comment section below. When you live in a small space, the counters are at a premium. So I encourage you to look up when you're decorating, and you will see that I placed these fun little whimsical pieces above my kitchen cabinets for a pop of color. If you're new to Skip to My Life, welcome. It's so much fun having you here. And if you've been here before and you've joined our subscriber list, welcome back. If you're enjoying this video, let me know by clicking the thumbs up like button. And if you haven't already, I would love to have you subscribe so you can join our fun community at Skip to My Life. For the first time in a while this year, my adult kids will not be here for Easter. So I usually make this cute little lamb cake, but this year I just decided to skip it and use him for decoration instead. If you're short on time and money, these are the projects for you. Most can be created in just 5 minutes. And here they are smiling down at me from my kitchen cabinets. I have been going crazy with growing seedlings from Dollar Tree Seeds. Dollar Tree sells their seeds 4 packets for $1, so it's an excellent bargain. I also purchased these 2 pots at Dollar Tree, as well as these rub-on letters. If you're like me and you have nice windowsills, it's fun to create some of these pots to grow your seedlings in. These rub-on decals are some of my favorites because even when you water your plant in the terracotta pot, they don't peel off like a sticker letter would. They are fine with getting a little bit wet when you water that plant. So I went ahead and put one of my marigold seedlings. This is one of my favorite seedlings from Dollar Tree. You probably have some old jars lying around, and if you do, here is an adorable idea for spring. I purchased several packages of the styrofoam bunnies, as well as some styrofoam eggs that you'll see in just a little bit, and simply hot glued one on to the lid of this glass jar. Now, originally I was just going to make one of these, but when I saw how cute it turned out, I couldn't resist and had to make a grouping of 3. When you live in a small space, decor also has to be functional. So you will see that these jars serve as little candy jars for me, but they could also be in your bathroom to hold your puffs and your Q-tips and things like that. They could just hold a multitude of things and be functional as well as adorable. If you like marshmallow treats as much as I do, I am going to give you an insider tip, and that is these little unicorn horn marshmallows from Dollar Tree. They are the most delicious little marshmallows. They're so fresh, and you'll usually find them right at the checkout. The question of today is, what is your very favorite Easter candy? Well, I used to say mine was Peeps, but I might have to replace it with the unicorn horns now because they were pretty delicious. For this next project, we're going to create a fun springtime salad bowl and plates using items from the Dollar Tree. I purchased 2 of these large size plastic bowls from the Dollar Tree, just in the plastic serving pieces section, as well as 2 sets of 8 round plates. They're salad size plates, and also a set of these round decals. Now, if you can't find these exact decals at your Dollar Tree, they have many different styles and patterns that would work just as well for this project. We'll start by simply attaching 4 of those round medallions to the sides of that salad bowl. And because it is curved edges, I needed to make some notches, and those really are not visible once the sticker is placed on that bowl. I am not an extremely precise person, so if you are, you'll probably want to measure the spacing of these medallions. I just eyeballed them and I was happy with that. But once I was finished with all of the decorations on the outside of that bowl, I simply placed it inside the other clear bowl to keep those medallions from getting wet and having food on them. Next, we'll simply use the same method on the salad plates, and these medallions are the perfect size for this little salad plate. I'm going to place one on a salad plate and then place another clear salad plate over the top. This project left me hungry for lunch, so I quickly made myself one of those bagged salads. This one was a kale salad, and I added my favorite dressing, which is apple thyme vinaigrette from Aldi. Comment below and let me know if you have a favorite bagged salad or salad dressing. If it's getting warmer where you live, this would make an excellent little project for a garden party with a friend. For our next 5-minute project, I am using this wooden basket cutout from Dollar Tree. And Dollar Tree is doing a lot of monogrammed items lately. This one has an M, and I'll be giving it to my daughter. But I'm also planning to make one for our fridge because, as you know, if you live in a small space, the fridge is a great little command center. I simply painted the entire front and back of this wooden piece with black chalkboard paint. Then I'm going to take a piece of chalk and glue a little piece of jute twine. Now, you could use string or you could use one of the chalk writers that's a little bit sturdier. I know that when I was working with this piece of chalk, I had to try a couple times because it does break very easily. So make sure you adapt this to something that works really well for you. Next, I simply tied that piece of jute twine to the hole that was already in the sign, and for the finishing touch, glued 2 sturdy magnets to the back. If you're enjoying this video, let me know by clicking the thumbs up button. When we first moved to the smaller space, I created a 3-tiered tray with our kitchen table in mind. This is a narrow tray for small spaces, and I am linking instructions on how to make that below in the description box. So for my spring decor, I decided to use a Dollar Tree sign that was linked together and separate these pieces to make 3 different signs for my 3-tiered tray. I found this little bag of cubes in the Crafters Square section of my Dollar Tree and stacked 2 on top of each other about 1/2 inch up from the bottom of the sign, and this allows that sign just to lean backwards a little bit, and it's the perfect size for my 3-tiered tray. There are so many different ways to use these signs, and you can certainly use them by themselves as well. Thanks so much for coming along today. As always, comment below and let me know your favorite idea from today's episode. If you haven't already, you'll want to make sure and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any of the great ideas coming up. And until next time, this is Shannon from Skip to My Life. Make it a great day.